The Egyptians first domesticated cats because they ate many pests that plagued Egypt's grain stores, and the Egyptians quickly became enamored with their feline friends and their intelligent yet playful personalities. By 1000 BC, Egypt's cat obsession had fully developed into cat worship. The main form of cat worship was the worship of the goddess Bast. Bast, who was the Egyptian goddess of fertility, had the body of a human and the head of a cat. Herodotus wrote after seeing the temple of Bast that no temple in all of Egypt gave more pleasure to the eye. Egyptians would travel from all over the lower and upper kingdoms to participate in the revelry that took place nightly at the temple.
The Temple of Bast was the place to be on a Catterday night. I mean, it was completely impossible not to have a good time there. Once, I was at the temple dancing to the music when a couple of cool cats walked up and told me about this amazing priestess. We went up to her and, I swear I'm not lying, she had paws instead of hands. My first thought was, you've got to be kidding me. But she let me touch them and they were completely for real. I danced with her all night. I guess you could say that cat priestesses are real party animals.
Sekhmet, the goddess of fate, was also linked to cats, as she was represented as a human with a lion head. However, she wasn't worshipped to the same degree as Bast. Unlike other animals who were linked to deities, cats were thought of as demigods in ancient Egypt. The law stated that the pharaoh owned all cats, since no other humans were worthy of owning a cat. As such, all cats were under the pharaoh's protection, and harming one was punishable by death. Diodorus Siculus remarked that an unfortunate Roman who accidentally killed a cat could not be saved, either by the king Ptolemy of Egypt or by the fear which Rome inspired. Exportation of cats from Egypt was also illegal, and armies were sent by the Egyptians to retrieve smuggled cats on multiple occasions. Cats were also the only animals to be regularly mummified by the ancient Egyptians. In 350 BC, the Persians set out to conquer Egypt. Before attacking Pelusium, the Persian army captured hundreds of cats and set them loose on the battlefield. Instead of risking harm to their cats, the Egyptians surrendered the city. This defeat marked the turning point of the war between the Persians and the Egyptians and ensured the Persian conquest of Egypt. Later that year, the Persians destroyed the Temple of Bast and outlawed cat worship, ending the sanctity of cats in Egypt.
The French fairy tale Puss in Boots was written in 1697 by Charles Perrault. This fairy tale is about a cat who uses trickery and deceit to gain power, wealth, and the hand of a princess in marriage for his owner. The story teaches two morals: the importance of responding to any situation, and the virtues of dress and youth to win the heart of a princess. It is rare in Europe's fairy tales for a cat to be so closely involved with human affairs. According to Jacob Grimm, Puss in Boots shares many of the features that a household fairy would have, including a desire for boots.
The Maneki Nico is a Japanese sculpture that is believed to bring good luck to the owner. The sculpture depicts a cat that is beckoning with an upright paw and is usually displayed at entrances in shops or restaurants or parlors or other businesses. The sculptures can be electric or battery powered and have a slow-moving paw beckoning. Maneki Nico is the subject of a number of legends. One of the most popular ones is the Temple Cat. And this story is about a feudal lord that was sitting under a tree during a thunderstorm, and the lord saw a temple priest's cat beckoning to him, and the feudal lord followed the cat. And then a moment later, the tree that he was sitting under was struck by lightning. The wealthy man became friends with the priest, and the temple became prosperous. When the cat died, Supposedly, the first Miniki Nico was made in the honor of the cat.
It's no secret that cats have taken over the internet with their cuddly cute appeal. Cat memes are rampant in modern times, from lolcats to cat breeding. In fact, this video itself could go viral with the right balance of humor and interesting facts, just because it has cats in it. The first well-known example of a lolcat appeared around 2005, featuring an image of a fat cat captioned, "I can has cheeseburger." The website icanhascheeseburger.com, created January 11, 2007, is now the prime place to find humor and adorable cat images paired with grammatically incorrect captions. The term lolcats was first coined on the website 4chan, which allows users to post images or text under certain subheadings.
In Cold War America, the CIA was desperate to find new methods of spying on the Soviet Union. Previous attempts at prying information had been successful, but America had to continue to invent new ways if it hoped to succeed. Operation Acoustic Kitty, as the CIA named it, was a program designed to utilize cats as tools of espionage. This cat wished to remain unnamed. It was horrific. They stuck an antenna in my tail and put a battery and microphone inside me. It was terrible. I was just one of their prototype cats. I got hungry too often and wandered around too much, so they found another cat and did some sort of operation that stopped her from feeling hunger. What a catastrophe! After months of training, multiple operations, and 20 million taxpayer dollars, Operation Acoustic Cat was finally ready for its first test run. The cat waddled out of a car in Washington, D.C., and was immediately reduced to roadkill by a speeding taxi. That marked the end of Operation Acoustic Cat. The CIA concluded this to be a failure, but not an absolute failure. In its memorandum for Operation Acoustic Kitty, it wrote, "Our final examination of trained cats convinced us that the program would not lend itself in a practical sense to our highly specialized needs. We have satisfied ourselves that it is indeed possible to train cats. This in itself is a remarkable scientific achievement, knowing that cats can indeed be trained to move short distances."
Felicette and Felix were two street cats in the Surma, which is something French for exploration in space. Felix escaped the flight, whether by literally escaping or by being decommissioned is unknown, and he was replaced by Felicette. On October 18th, 1963, the cat was launched into the air from a rocket base in the Algerian Sahara Desert. Felicette didn't actually go into orbit, but traveled 130 miles into space. Throughout the flight, electrodes transmitted neurological impulses back to Earth. After 15 minutes, Felicette traveled back to Earth in a pod with a parachute attached.